Hello everyone, this is Rockman.EXE Search Soul, and this is the Korean version, but there's no difference from the Japanese really, except there's Korean symbols on everything. But then again, everything's made in China anyway, and that's not really a joke, as the Korean versions are made in China, the English versions are made in China, and the Japanese versions are made in China, so everything is made in China. Alright. The funny thing is, nothing original really comes out of China that we notice. Except for maybe some of their food, but we have a tendency to modify that to suit our own tastes. Alright, this is the traditional Rockman body for the Soul Union figures. And, like any good one, ball and socket on the ankles, legs, you can bend them, stuff like that. Can't really do too much. Bend at the waist. Can rotate. Well, not really bend at the waist, but you can rotate the hips, stuff like that. Wrists rotate. They do up there too. Have a tendency to come off. It's got one rotation here, another rotation here, and then another rotation there. I'll cover them all later. Arms can go out like so, and that's about it. They can go up and rotate full 360 there, but other than that, they're set. Head, ball and socket joint. Everybody's happy. Decent articulation, I suppose. It gets its job done. I had someone post on my English version in the comments section, Rockman is awesome. He is not a poser. Or Rockman is a poser. Rockman's not a poser. He is awesome. Well, I would rather have a posing Rockman than a stick figure Rockman, as stick figures are not awesome. There's always something better you can do. Alright, taking this guy apart, I'd like to assume that you've at least seen one of my other reviews where I actually cared to tell you how I take off all the armor. But I'll show you anyway. You take out that blue piece, and you put the foot off to the side, keep this thing around. This thing slides off. Do the same with the other leg. It just slides or falls off. And you can take this piece off as well. And that works nicely. Take the foot. And I'm just going to reattach it as I don't want to lose it. And you can tell with his legs now that there is a bit more posability with them. But when you have all the adjustments done and the armor put on, can't really move at all. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Remove the fists. Remove this hand armor thingy. Wrist part. Repeat for the other side. You can reattach the fists if you want. I don't really care as they're coming off again anyway. Remove the shoulder pieces, they just pop right off. One solid piece goes in the hole there on the shoulder. Take off the symbol, and it just pops off like so. Can be a bit stiff, but once you've broken the figure in, I don't think you'll have any difficulty. You can remove these. Like I said, the fists fall off. Have a tendency to do so. Take the back, remove the hair. Just comes off. There's a hole in the back there. That's where it goes. Remove the helmet. Goes into two pieces. Put all that to the side. Keep the hair. You'll need it. Everything else, don't need it anymore. This is what he looks like. This is a naked Rockman.EXE. Pretty much. And yeah, that's it. At any rate, this is the Search Soul, really at its whole and most. Very nice. An interesting thing I like to point out is that he has the shoulder pieces here as well as the upper leg pieces on the same stand piece. That is unique for this figure. And then of course he has Sanctuary, the battle chip, and it fits in on his stand and comes out like that. See? Korean. But it still says battle chip in English. Alright, just remove everything from it. Also, this is 2 pieces, and they just slide in like so. And it could come apart if you're not careful. Alright, remove all the pieces. The feet are made of plastic, and mine are a bit stubborn. And they're pretty tight too. It's a tight fit. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a tight fit. Remove all the pieces. Very tight fit. Back. Everything's falling to pieces. These come off. Mine likes to split down the middle. It's plastic on the outside, rubber on the inside, so you don't have to worry about grip, but still annoying at times. They just come right off. You can take this piece off, and it doesn't have the shoulder pieces attached here because they would interfere with the legs. So you just take off these small flimsy bodyguard pieces. And then the helmet as well. Just toss everything to the side, take off the remaining shoulder pieces. They just come right off. Take that off too, push it to the side, repeat the process. Take the gun off the back and put this thing to the side. Don't need it anymore. The gun's actually 2 pieces, like so, and that's what connects to his arm, and then this thing's hollow all the way through. Alright, we got a bunch of pieces, gun, and a naked Rockman. Alright, for building this guy, all you have to do is remove the foot, grab one of these pieces, and this one goes on this leg, and an easy way to remember this is to take a look at it. Semi-short over here, you rotate it around, it's a lot higher on the back. That's so he can bend his leg back. You just slide it up, it can be a bit tight. Grab one of the leg pieces, stick it on as well. It'll be a tight fit, like so. Grab one of the feet, attach it. Blue thing just goes in there. And then ball and socket joints, of course, go together like so. And at this point, I'll go ahead and point out that his ankle room is pretty much shot at this point, so posing him can be difficult. You can move him back surprisingly well like that, but there's not much of a need to, as he'll just fall over due to his own weight. Repeat this process for the other side. And like I said, they can be pretty stiff. Then for the main body, just take the back piece like so. Let's get little vernier pieces on the back, but they don't use those until Beast. And then attach it to his back. Do the front first, but it doesn't really matter. And it attaches like so. Take the front. Over here, attach it as well. Pretty simple. Shoulder pieces are, mine got a bad paint job. At any rate, take the nicest side and dig out little joint parts, and those go in the shoulders, so attach them like so. And because of this bulky armor, in case you haven't already figured it out, his arms can't move at all. They're shot. They can't move down because of that piece, and they can't move up because of that, so they are stuck there. They can move like this, but that's about it. So not only are his ankles shot, but his shoulders are as well. Search Soul is pretty bulky. Next, take his arm pieces, take off the hand, attach the arm piece, just goes on in there. Like so, you can see that. Attach it, attach the fist, should be a snug fit. Repeat process as many times as you feel necessary. He's got fists now. And yes, his arms literally have to be out like that, but if you rotate them inward a bit, you can readjust it so that it doesn't have to stick out to the side. That's what that twisty part is for. Yeah, they thought ahead. If it's going to be bulky and all, let's think outside the box. So they did. Attach this to the back, or you can attach the front first. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure it all attaches. The helmet's 4 pieces. This rubber mouthpiece is one. The antenna is another. It is also rubber. And you can attach the hair to the back, of course. And there you have it. Search Soul. And you can take the gun, of course, since it's required and you never see him without it. Take off his hand and fist. Attach the gun. Voila. Search Soul. Posing the guy is a bit difficult, I suppose, but it is possible. Take the gun and the scope, you can line it up. You can make him fall back, but that's about it. And there you have it. Search Soul. Pretty good. You get this guy for the transforming purposes only. He does have a tendency to fall back when you pose him like that. And overall, I think he's a very nice figure. Would recommend it to anybody who likes Search Soul, likes Rockman, stuff like that. If you like posable figures, don't get it. If you like figures that you can do stuff with, then this is the one for you. So this is Rockman.EXE. Subscribe, comment, do whatever you want, leave feedback. See you later.